show up to do flag foldings?
Yeah, sometimes I get called to a funeral to present the flag after it's folded. The last one I went to, they asked me if I could be there for it, and I said, well, yeah, I'm going to be out there for another funeral anyway. And it wound up that I was presenting the flag to my best friend's widow.
Oh.
We didn't realize that it was the same funeral. We thought it was two. So that made it, made it interesting.
I'm sure it did. And I mean, over the years, you've had to make so many friends, and your chapter does a lot of stuff, doesn't it?
It does a lot of stuff. It's the most active, and we do a lot of things out of the service office that get the chapter involved. We just had a food giveaway program for elderly people.
That's wonderful.
And we gave food to 485 people. It was 3,900 some pounds of food.
That's wonderful.
And we did that, and of course we started that through the service office.
Okay, and that's where you work. Yeah, is that on Water Street, the service office?
Well, no, I have three of them. I work out of the main one in the vet center in Henderson.
Okay.
And we have an office in the vet center in Las Vegas, and we have a smaller office on Water Street.
Okay.
There's actually three.
You're a judge advocate, right?
Yeah.
And you have how many working for you?
I have 8.
No wonder you need more offices, so many offices.
I either need more offices or more time. I'm not sure.
I'm wondering, it sounds like you probably work from the minute you rise to the minute you go to sleep.
I've got 4 of the 8 that are actually VA certified now, and the goal is to get all 8 of them that way.
Wow. You know, this man reminds me of my uncles, because I'm not putting different generations down, but we had a work ethic. My uncles really had a work ethic, and when they retired, they didn't retire, and it doesn't sound like you've retired.
No, I probably put in
4,000 hours in 1 year, I think.
I run maybe 60, 70 hours a week at times. We're open 5 days a week, from usually 9 to about 1. But then it's like any other little organization or large you run. When I get home, there's still work to be done. So I wind up doing another 3 or 4 hours at home.
Wow. I wish we could kind of deliver that into the younger generation, because they just. I was always told that my grandpa said, work hard, and even if you dig a ditch, dig it right, and dig it with pride, and it's just as good as being the president. And we had a work ethic, and we did it right.
Well, we have a program too through the service office that we have coupon books. They're $5 books, and they can be used in a restaurant at the VA hospital.
Oh, okay.
And we got some of those, but chapter bought some, and we used them all. The counselors there have them. If somebody's in need of a meal, they'll give them a book.
Aww.
And of course, on the back it says, compliments of Military Order Purple Heart, Chapter 730.
That's beautiful.
It's good visibility for us, and it didn't really cost us anything. Wow. We just gave them 45 more, and it came from donations and not the chapter. So we're getting that visibility.
That's great. Okay, so now you hear they do all kinds of things. They feed hungry people. They do all kinds of things. What if somebody wants to make a donation? Where do they send that?
They can go online to Chapter 730 online, and they can make a donation there. They can bring it into the office.
On Water Street?
No, on Stephanie in Henderson.
Stephanie,
yeah,
give us your address.
It's 400 North Stephanie. It's just on the corner of Warm Springs and Stephanie.
Oh, okay. That's a nice area there.
And they can make one in there, and we'll send it over. We also go to schools.
Yes, tell us about ROTC, JROTC.
Well, the chapter does the ROTC. In the service office, we go to an elementary school twice a year.
Great.
And last time we had two classes, one after the other. But we teach the kids about the flag and how to fold the flag.
Oh, isn't that
So
wonderful?
we just shut the office down and go do it.
I'm so glad that because that's what our children need. I mean, they need to be proud to say I pledge allegiance, and they need to be proud to honor the flag.
Oh, those kids get into folding that flag. There's a couple of them wound up folding it better than we did.
Oh.
It's really a good little program. It started out as a reading program, and I went to the school and I read Dr. Seuss.
Oh, okay.
And they were a bit interested in Dr. Seuss. They want to know about my hat.
Oh, how cute. Well, tell us about your hat. What is it? It says Purple Heart Veteran.
Yeah, Purple Heart.
And shows us a Purple Heart.
Some of them say combat wounded. You
And
can get them for
and
the
these
different.
are ribbons, and then they tell us.
These are the Vietnam ribbons, the National Defense, Vietnam Service, and Vietnam Campaign. And you have hats with World War II ribbons, or Korean ribbons, and all kinds of hats.
Well, I'll tell you, folks, every service, all the armed forces, we love all our veterans. But I have to tell you, I am humbled to sit near a Purple Heart veteran. I hope you came home and you didn't have a Purple Heart. But I just want to thank you for the hits you took for America. We're free because of people like you.
Oh, we also go to Nevada State College.
Oh, and what do you do at Nevada State?
Well, we work with the Student Veterans Association. We're starting to help them get going. We've got a computer. We've loaned them way better than what they had. We're getting service organizations behind them. There are Henderson College up on the hillside that nobody knows about.
Oh.
And there's probably 500 some veterans going to school there.
Oh.
And there's no reason why they should be left out.
And they're going to school at Henderson College, veterans?
Yeah, it's a 4-year college.
Oh, okay.
So
That's
I'm up
great.
there. I got put on the board up there for the Veterans Association, and we're out to help them every way we can.
Wow. Well,
Mainly get visible because they need to grow.
Well, maybe you come back, bring somebody from up there so we can get them more visible out here.
They really need to be visible.
Did you hear that, folks listening? We'll bring somebody on to anything to help veterans be showcased.
We're working to get them some shirts so that their association officers will look the same.
Great.
We're helping them get some stuff so when they set up for a table like down in a lunchroom, so they get some visibility.
Absolutely.
Eric, who works with me, and we rewrote their mission statement and their operation statement so they'd have something to go on.
Isn't that beautiful? Thank you for doing that. You're helping these younger people be able to come in and fill the steps that they need to fill.
Well, I don't have enough to do, probably.
Oh, no. I wanted to read this right here. It says, Richard Keirn was also recognized on March 1st when he received a certificate of special congressional recognition from Senator Jackie Rosen and Congresswoman Susie Lee. Wow, not everybody gets that kind of recognition. I mean, that's got to mean something to you.
Oh, they all mean something to me. You get a lot of them. I like to say, out of my awards, probably my most prized award. I got 18 awards.
Oh, my goodness.
12 are combat and 7 are for foreign awards. But out of all those awards, my most favorite one is a certificate making me an honorary Girl Scout.
Oh, no, we got to hear about this.
When I was at Fort Benning, Georgia, I was the re-enlistment NCO. No, I didn't have a job.
Okay.
Nobody wanted to re-enlist. So they gave me a truck, and they said, well, go out and support the Girl Scouts.
Okay.
And it was just to make sure that their tents were up, the ropes were tight. We went and got them ice every day. We'd take the truck, get them ice. One of the girls would go with us. And then we'd sit around their fire at nighttime with them. And they taught us little things, like they taught us how to basket weave. But anyway, anyway, they gave me this certificate making me an honorary Girl Scout. Gave me the patch and the pin. Yeah.
So that's one of your awards that you cherish.
Yeah, that's my pride and joy. I mean, how many other guys out there are Girl Scouts?
Probably not too many, and I'm glad to hear that, What do you think now? I understand we have more and more women joining the armed services. That's a good thing?
I think it's a good thing. There's a lot of pros and cons about that. But, look, the Israeli Self-Defense Force has had women since its inception.
Oh, really?
So, I don't see why we can't have it.
So I guess that helps keep the volunteer level up so they don't ever have to use a draft again then?
Yeah. It may be harder because, our philosophy about women in combat may be different than a small state like Israel.
Mm-hmm.
But still, I think, if it works for them.
If they're okay with it.
Well,
yeah.
Women can do things that men can do. I'm sorry, guys. But, we've had women go through Ranger School, which a lot of guys can't go through that.
Right.
So, I think on one-on-one, if they have a good one, they should.
Okay, so, I just asked that because you were talking Girl Scouts, and I was thinking, well, women have come a long way in the military, for sure.
They have. But it was nothing, up through my military education, it's not something that they talked about with women in
Right,
the service.
back then. Okay, we're going to come back in just a minute, and before break, let me tell you, we are going to show a video when we come back about Easter, and then we'll get back with Richard. Thank you.
It's JJLN Video